My report, sir. I'm sorry we failed to bring back Lady Farthingale, sir.
Never mind about Lady Farthingale for now. What matters to me is that you managed to smoke out that damn dog, Major Ducot. Well done, Sharpe. Ducot is a very bad boy. Has the ear of Bonaparte himself. Where Ducot rides, dirty work is sure to follow. He's scouting for an attack in the north. I can smell it.
Well, we can't be sure of that, sir. And in the meantime, we have Lady Farthingale to worry about.
Wellington's tent at 6. Spit and polish for Sir Augustus Farthingale. You'll want a full written report, Sharpe.
Lancers?
No. Rocket troops, sir.
Yeah, I know that. But they look like lancers. Could even call them cavalry at a pinch. Well, in a bad light.
Lancers? No, sir, I really must protest. We are the rocket troop, not cavalrymen.
Lancers?
That's not what the rocket troop is trained to do, sir. What we do best is shoot rockets. Would you like to watch us have another go at that barn, sir?
No.
Well, we almost hit it this morning, and I have one ready. Primed and aimed at myself, sir. All ready to go.
Stand by!
No! Fuse! Hey! No! No! Oh, dear. Does that mean you'll not be able to find a use for us, Mr. Sharpe?
Oh, I'll find a use for you, Mr. Gillian. Don't you worry about that.
Rocket troop, reload!
So, you failed, Sharpe.
That failure was no fault of Sharpe's, Colonel Farthingale.
I wish I could be as sure, my lord. The fact is that Sharpe was sent for my wife, and my wife is not here. And a court in Lisbon will want to know why. This is a very shoddy affair, sir, and I shall hold you personally responsible.
We may both be held responsible sooner than you think, Sir Augustus, not merely for losing your wife, but for losing Spain.
But what do you mean, sir?
Major Dan.
I want to make 3 points, Sir Augustus. First, about Adradas. We thought we were dealing with a bunch of desperados, but from what Sharpe reports, we're dealing with a small army, many in British uniform, murdering the Spanish inhabitants. This threatens our alliance with Spain. Second, can you imagine what this will do to the morale of our troops coming up to a cold Christmas? The scuttlebutt tells you there's a Garden of Eden up in the hills, good food, good grog, no foot drill or flogging. Wouldn't you say, well, I'd be damned to it and desert? I know I would.
Disciplined troops desert, sir? Nonsense.
Don't be a damn fool, sir. Discipline is only a rabble-rouser shout from anarchy, sir. Mark me close, Colonel. What do you think the supreme virtue, sir? To the Frenchman in his recent revolution, it is liberty. To the Whig, puffing in Parliament, it is licensed to do anything provided do not disturb his pleasure. But to the common soldier, it is anarchy, to do whatever he please and be damned to his fellow. But to me and Bonaparte, the supreme virtue is order. We are not Whigs. We know that a man may love his neighbour of a Monday and massacre him of a Tuesday unless society keeps him in order. These deserters, if not secured and shot, will destroy my army more surely than Bonaparte. And I'll thank you not to forget it. You had a third point, now.
Third, Sharpe reports that Colonel Dupleton told him he was being advised by a Major Ducot. And Ducot is a very bad hat, Sir Augustus.
How do you know?
Why, he's in the same line of work as me, sir.
But why should Dubreton warn you about Ducot?
Dubreton is torn between his country and his wife. He would not betray France, but he fears Ducot may attack Adrados without regard to his wife's safety.
We think Ducot was scouting not for an attack, but for an invasion.
An invasion?
They could send a strong force to take Adradas as if they were merely dealing with the deserters. But I think They mean to hold on to Adradas and use it as a funnel to pour their army into Portugal.
Yes, but if the French attack the deserters, we'll kill the hostages.
Duco doesn't give a damn about the hostages. We need to take Adradas before he does. But if we send in a strong force, the deserters will kill your wife. Oh, I'm sorry, Sir Augustus. It's not your fault, but human nature being what it is and not what the Whigs think it is, you must expect to shoulder some of the blame for this back in London. You know the kind of thing they'll say. How did that damn fellow Farthingdale allow his wife to be kidnapped in the first place? That kind of thing, you follow me, don't you, sir?
What do you suggest, my lord?
Sharpe is the one with the suggestion. He has put forward a rescue plan that is foolhardy and certainly not for the faint-hearted. But it might do.
Well, how do we know the women are in the convent?
Colonel Dubreton's wife is English. When asked how she was, she replied, "Withering in my bloom, lost in solitary gloom."
It's from a poem by Alexander Pope called Eloise and Abelard. Now warm in love, now withering in thy bloom, lost in a convent's solitary gloom. It's beautiful.
The shepherds told me the convent means the upper balcony. It's where the nuns used to sleep. Now, if we can hold the balcony, well armed and with plenty of ammunition, we can secure the women's safety until the crack company arrives. And of course, you will be following close behind with the main rescue party, Sir Augustus.
Yes, well, naturally, I shall be leading the regimental rescue. I don't see a role for you, Sharpe. A detachment cannot be led by a captain. It must have a major in command. Rules.
May I have your word that you will support fully the major in command of the detachment?
Absolutely, sir.
Major Nan, read that letter from the Prince Regent in respect of Captain Sharpe.
Prince Regent?
It seems Sharpe has friends at court too, Colonel. Though in London, not in Lisbon. Seems the Prince Regent read all about Sharpe taking that eagle at Talavera and has followed his career since. Read it, Nan.
George III, by the grace of God of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, King, Defender of the Faith, etc., 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 to our trusty and well-beloved Richard Sharpe, Esquire, greeting. We do by these presents constitute and appoint you to be major in our army now in Portugal and Spain and blah, 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 blah.
Congratulations, Major Sharpe. And, of course, as Major, you may now command the detachment. All in order now, Colonel?
Well, of course, it's not my place to question the judgment of the Prince Regent. All I do know is that the Major here, who is in charge of a complex and combined operation, cannot rise to the purchase of a watch. You may borrow mine, sir. See you return it. My lord, if you'll excuse me.
Why do you think you can slip into Adrados without challenge?
I mean to go in on Christmas Eve, sir.
Capital idea. They'll be dead drunk.
About that crack company, sir.
60th Rifles. They'll be here by sunset under Captain Fredrickson.
Will Teresa, Commandante Moreno, be riding with us as far as the river, sir?
No, Major Nan is sending her northwest to scout the frontier for the French. Best you say farewell to her now, Major Sharpe. Dismiss.
Yes, sir.
Fairly dangerous business, huh?
Your new command.
Advance! On! Left! Right!
Sort them out, Sergeant.
God help them, Mr. Cooper.
These poor souls don't know Mr. Sharpe, do they, Sergeant Harper?
They don't, Mr. Cooper.
They don't know Mr. Sharpe saved Wellington's life. Do they, Sergeant Harper?
They don't, Mr. Hagman.
They don't know Mr. Sharpe shot 3 dragoons out of the saddle in 30 seconds, do they, Sergeant Harper?
They certainly don't, Mr. Harris.
I bet they don't know Mr. Sharpe shot a man just for having rust on his trigger.
They don't, Mr. Hagman.
I bet they don't know Mr. Sharpe shot an officer just for having dust on his buttons.
What was it Mr. Sharpe says makes a good soldier, Mr. Cooper?
Remind me again, Sarge.
What Major Sharpe says makes a good soldier is the ability to be able to fire 3 rounds a minute in any weather.
Must remember that.
Shush, boys. Here he comes. The devil himself.
Rifles! Present! Arms! 60th Rifles reporting for duty. Sir! Advance! Arms!
Your men are dirty and scruffy and a damn disgrace. What's your name, mister?
Captain Fredrickson, sir.
No apologies about your men.
Men are dirty, sir. Rifles are clean.
Are you smiling at, Sergeant?
Nothing, sir. Sorry, sir.
A good soldier should have a reason before he suffers himself to smile. Name?
Rosner, sir.
You know what makes a good soldier, Rosner?
Yes, sir. The ability to fire off 3 rounds a minute in any weather, sir.
Are you smiling at, Fredrickson?
I'm not smiling, sir. A musket ball broke my jaw. I have false teeth. The saw bone stuck on the smile for free, sir. Also stuck on my hair. Hair belongs to a horse, sir.
Do you know what makes a good soldier, Captain Fredrickson?
Yes, sir. Keeping his mouth shut when he's asked dumb-fool questions by a superior officer, sir.
You don't give a damn, do you, Fredrickson?
No, sir. I just do my duty, sir.
You'll do fine. Stand easy, Fredrickson. Who's your best shot?
Taylor, sir.
Right, Taylor. A shilling says you can't beat even a raw recruit to the chosen men. Perkins, give me that. Right, Taylor. Make ready. Well, would you believe it? Perkins put his bullet straight through the same hole made by Taylor. Tell me, Fredrickson, what do the lads really call you? Behind your back, I mean.
Sweet William.
Down to tie her garter, tie it a little above their knee. If my hand should slip a little farther, would you think it wrong of me?
Why can't Harris wear the dress, sir?
Harris hasn't the figure for it.
Oh, sir, it's not fair. It's always me, Red.
I must protest, sir. My rockets are being robbed of their powder. We were brought here under false pretenses. I really must protest, sir.
It's either that, or wear a dress, Rocket Man.
That's no work for a soldier.
If you don't like what you see, you can go on guard duty. All right.
Don't you worry, Lady Farthingale. You'll get plenty of time to show your charms. You want another goose to plot, boys? Soon as Sharpe gets back and we've slit his gizzard, we'll take you downstairs and you can join the dance.
Murderer.
Want to see you at 6 sharp.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas, sir. Good luck.
Keep it up, Perkins. That's not just Ramona's best dress, it's her only dress.
Here, mate. Give us a hand with this one, will you?
Who goes there?
I remember you. Kelly. Connaught Rangers. You down to Dragonic, Talavera.
I didn't remember that when they flogged me, sir.
Yes, but I remembered. Didn't I, Kelly?
Pass, friend.
Where's it falling, Kelly?
Thank you, sir.
Corporal, son of your old.
Never mind me. Go to Isabella.
Harper. Put Hageman and Harris on sentry. The rest of you, get some kip.
Richard, I'm so sorry.
My men are next door. Not many, but enough to protect you till dawn.
What's happening at dawn?
Hopefully a crack company arrives and we effect a rescue.
I knew everything would be all right as soon as I saw you. You haven't changed much in 3 years, you know.
Risen in the ranks, though. Much like you, my lady. So tell me, how did you get to become the wife of such an important man?
I was mistress to a duke. When Sir Augustus took a fancy to me, my duke managed to pass me off as some kind of distant relation.
A whore to the Duchess, eh?
Sir Augustus is a snob. By the time he found out I was a whore, it was too late, and he had to keep my little history a secret.
So why did he bring you to Spain?
To hide me, I suppose. Fewer questions asked here. How long is it till dawn?
Three hours.
But this is my husband's watch.
He loaned it me for the night.
Might I suggest a similar arrangement in regard to, well, a piece of his property? You could maybe call it a debt of honor.
I have another woman now.
Yes, but she's not here.
Have you no morals?
Have you read Voltaire?
Yes. He's very sensible about sharpshooters.
Well, he's more sensible about morals. Voltaire says, I have no morals, yet I'm a very moral person. And that's how I think I am.
That's how I think you are, too.
Bubble, toil, and trouble. I'll stay here, find out what's going on. You ride south. Tell Sharpe a strong reconnaissance force of frogs is on its way to seize Adradus. He is to hold the village at all costs until Sir Augustus comes up with reinforcements.
What kind of force is he facing?
A regiment, at least. So I was right. Adradus does have strategic importance.
So, if the deserters don't kill him by dawn, we can look forward to seeing the French by sunset. And even when Sir Augustus arrives, he'll still be outnumbered 10 to 1.
I wish I had your ears, Macduff. I'd give a lot to know what that devil Duclos is thinking.
Faites-moi le plaisir d'oublier votre femme. Vous devez penser à la France. Je suis persuadé que le général Chaumier m'approuve.
Ce que je n'approuve pas ce matin, Duclos, c'est votre tenue.
Donnez-moi une dernière chance de sauver ma femme.
Vous nous faites perdre du temps. Nous devons attaquer maintenant.
Madame du Breton est une femme charmante. Je crois que nous allons donner un peu de temps au colonel pour qu'il puisse la monnayer.
Oui, en général, c'est inutile. Cette femme est perdue.
Dommage que ce ne soit pas la mienne. Au revoir, Dupanton.
What the bloody hell's that?
I locked up an hour ago, sir.
Good man.
Clean slate, sir.
Chosen man, Kelly.
Hicksville's taken Isabella.
Sharpe is all. Put that pistol down, lassie, and I'll blow Lady Farthingale's brains out.
Save yourself. Shoot him!
Put down your pistol. Shoot Lady Farthingale and I will hand you over to Captain Sharpe.
I'll surrender myself to you, sir. Deal with me how you will. But don't hand me over to Sharpe.
Agreed.
Sharpe. Sharpe.
You give your word, sir.
Deal with you myself. And I will.
"20 dead and Hakeswell not amongst them. Isabella gone. I'll be lucky to get away with a court-martial.
It was a brave stand. You did well. That's what you should tell the fop.
Where is my wife, Sharpe?
Major Nern, sir.
I'm sorry, Sharpe.
Teresa? Don't go.
Loved you. I left you a daughter. Time I was on my way.
Please. Please don't go.
You never stopped me from doing what I must do. That's why I loved you so much. You set me free. Set me free now, Richard.
I'm truly sorry, monsieur. This is the man who killed your wife.
A liar. A thief. A rapist. A murderer. That's not a man. Take it away.
Sarah.
Vous allez bien, madame?
Je vais très bien, monsieur.
I am Major Ducot, special envoy of General Chaumier, who's camped a few miles away. I have a message for the commander of Adrados.
You must excuse Major Sharpe. His wife has just been killed. What is the message?
General Chaumier's compliments. You have 1 hour to surrender the village of Adrados.
I will tell Major Sharpe when he is more composed. Thank you, Major Ducot.
Naturally, I would have liked to express my regrets to Major Sharpe on the death of his wife. But not when his wife was the Spanish whore who waged war on France. Au revoir, monsieur.
I have a message for General Sharpe. Tell General Sharpe we will fight him to the death.
Major Sharpe is not well. We outnumber you 10 to 1. There will be no terms if you do not surrender within the hour.
I'm in charge here, Major Sharpe. We shall discuss terms immediately.
Your wife was a whore, sir. I know, for I was once her lover. Let that get out, and you'll be the laughingstock of Lisbon, and then of London. Leave now, and on my honour, no word of it will pass my lips.
But I do love her, you know.
You're a damned liar. To the death.
Colonel du Breton, since Major Sharpe is so determined, we will not demean ourselves by begging for your wife.
Madam.
Merci, monsieur.
Tell General Sharpe I have horse, foot, and artillery. Tell him what Voltaire said. Dieu n'est pas pour le gros bataillon, mais pour ce qui tire le mur.
You told me you didn't speak French.
I lied. My wife taught me. She taught me many things. Above all, how to say goodbye. Someday, I'll say goodbye to you.
Certainly.
We have foot Sharpe, 100 men, but where's your horse and artillery?
Rifles, make ready! Fire!
Rifles! Left! Fight!
The English major reads Voltaire, madame.
Yes. He's very clever.
You see how he buries his wife on the hills, Ducos? He's telling us he'll be buried beside her rather than give up the position.
He is bluffing. He has no more than 100 men, General.
Beg pardon, General, but he has horse, foot, and artillery. He said so. Didn't he, dear?
He said so, certainly.
He lied. I saw no cavalry or artillery. He is bluffing.
And so are we, Ducos. This is merely a reconnaissance force. I have infantry, but no cavalry or artillery. My orders tell me I must retire if I meet serious resistance.
My orders from Paris are to press the British before the new year. I say attack now, sir.
Major Ducos, I am willing to attack on your assurance the English have neither cavalry or artillery. But I want it in writing.
Of course, General. I take full responsibility. And of course, I also take credit for its success.
When we advance in line, each pea is apart. And it is very hard to pick up one pea with a fork. But to eat the peas, we move them together, like so. And then we pick them all up.
And how would Major Sharpe go about moving all your peas together?
Cavalry. But Ducos says he has no cavalry. Maybe you have misunderstood, my dear lady.
Cavalry!
Mon Dieu.
Cavalerie!
Mr. Gillian, rocket artillery, prepare for bombardment. Fuses!
Good shooting, Sweet William. Well done, Mr. Gilliand.
I'll be damned if we don't reach the moon someday with one of your blasted rockets.
Sir.
Well done, sir. Well done. Thank you.
Kill me.
Though I may travel far from Spain, a part of me shall still remain. For you are with me night and day, and over the hills and far away. O'er the hills and o'er the main, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain. King George commands and we obey, over the hills and far away.